Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Amnesia and Science, Chaos on Kabara. The last episode was a really awesome one, in my opinion. Not only did we have some pretty good storytelling from O'Malley's player, but we also had some really good RP moments from O'Malley and Parma, which I thought both of them did really well. And as the last episode went, they managed to rescue the guard Drake from the fight pit. Then on the way back, they bumped into Kupari and ended up getting chased by several soldiers. But we're not going to continue from there. Instead, we are finally going to get back to Sorelzi and the sailors and what their problem was. So, Mammon, Tate, and Zartel. The air is thick with the scent of blood and sweat. The damaged ruins around you reveals the dimly lit woods around you, covered in moss, overgrown, and recently blood from your fallen enemies. In front of you stands a massive hulking figure, a monstrous minotaur. Its fur matted and tangled, its horns curving dangerously above its skull like jagged blades. This thing's eyes are wide, bloodshot, and completely unfocused, gleaming with a feral madness that sends a chill down your spines. It licks its blood-stained lips with a wet, unsettling sound and snarls, revealing teeth that are too large and too sharp for any normal beasts. Its breath comes out in ragged breaths, and a rumbling growl from deep within its chest almost feels like it's sending a vibration to the very ground you stand on. It snorts while drooling, and then takes a step towards you, as if savoring the very thought of the carnage to come. What do you do?
I look around. Okay. Oh, sorry.
No, you go ahead.
Kind of nervous, so I make a joke like, look around, like, okay, who brought their mother-in-law?
That does not land. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna fire 2 shots straight at his head.
Okay, roll to hit. And you're using your revolver, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And since it's a surprise attack, I roll with advantage, correct?
Well, I mean, he is in front of you. Would he have seen you going for your pistols, or would you have been too fast?
Probably too fast, so I have quick draw.
Okay, yeah, I'll say you have advantage.
Alright, the first shot is a 25, the second shot is a 24.
Both hit.
Okay. So it'll be 2d8 plus, I forgot what the plus is on that one. Plus 3 each. For the first shot, he will take 13 damage. And the second shot, he will take 18 damage.
Alright, so 31 damage total?
Yes.
Alright. Will that be your turn?
Yeah, that's all I'm doing before we roll initiative.
Were you aiming at something specific, or...
His nose.
Like both shots towards its nose?
One in each nostril.
Alright.
And after they hit, I'm going to go, oh, look, someone likes the smell of lead in the morning.
Both of them pretty much destroy his nose with sickening thunks as it clutches at its face and stumbles back in anger, letting out an insane roar as blood is now dripping from its hands down its chest. I would say it's momentarily caught off guard. You guys want to do anything?
Yeah, I'm going to take this opportunity and swing at him with my greatsword.
You have a greatsword?
Yeah.
They do have a greatsword.
Oh, I thought you were Mibrith. Like, dang it.
No.
Yeah, you're Maman. All right, go. Roll to hit.
Do I roll with advantage?
Yeah.
Or no? Yeah? Alright. Oh, thank God, because the first one was the nat 1.
Doof.
25.
That hits.
And so that is going to be 16 points of slashing damage.
Dang. All right. Well, I would say you guys have already done a decent amount of damage to this thing. But after that attack, it's going to do a charge attack in your three's general direction. So I want you guys to make dexterity saving throws. All four of you. All right. Maman and Tate, you both dodge, but Zartel and Sorelzi, you both are hit head on. You both take 12 points of piercing damage. And now you two need to make a strength saving throw. Zartel and Sorelzi. Alright. Sorelzi succeeded. But Zartel, because you got a 11, you have been pushed 10 feet away and you are knocked prone, so you're like smacked against a wall. Alright. After that charge, after seeing him charge, Mema, do either of you want to do anything?
I assume at this point we're in the initiative, yeah?
Yeah. Did you almost said initiative?
Yeah, I'm a little slow on the draw right now because they put me on a freaking nerve-blocking medication for my spine injury, so
Oh, geez.
not exactly functioning fully.
I hope you feel.
So do we roll initiative?
Yeah. Oh my God, the Minotaur got a nat 20.
Joke's on him, so did I.
What is your dexterity?
I did not.
+2.
His is a 0. You go first.
Hey.
All right, Mibrith, you're up first.
Using my same greatsword, I am going to swipe at him again.
All right, roll to
25.
that hits.
12 points of slashing damage.
All right. Anything else?
No. That's going to be all for me.
Okay. Next it's his turn. He is going to swipe at you with a claw. Meman does a 15 hit.
Nope.
All right. Then that's a miss. Then it's wait, forgot to roll for Sorelzi. All right. Then next up is Tate.
I'm taking 2 shots again from my revolver.
Okay, where are you aiming?
Just at him.
Okay.
The dice want this fight to be over quickly. Both of them rolled a 20.
Nat 20?
Yes.
Damn. You're not pulling my leg.
No.
All right.
So, for the first shot, he takes 28 points of damage.
Okay.
For the second shot, dear Lord, he takes 31 points of damage.
He dead. Your bullets tear a hole right through him, right through his chest, leaving like a decently sized chunk. It stumbles briefly, looking down at the chest, then back up at you. His eyes then roll up a little bit, and he falls over dead. And Tate and Zoto, you two are now level 5.
Good. Woo!
Zarto, I like to imagine since you were prone and knocked against the wall, you just do a very weak thumbs up.
I feel better now, thanks God.
What is his weapon?
I am going to go decapitate the Minotaur and specifically his, scalp more like I'm taking his horns.
Okay. Roll sleight of hand. Let's see how well you can get him.
All right. That's what I wanted right now. And you said sleight of hand?
Yes.
Give me this. There we go. That is an 18 plus skills. 21.
You successfully cut off the head, and wait, were you cutting off the head or just going for the horns?
I'm basically just tearing his horns off.
All right, I'm gonna say you basically saw off both horns perfectly. Do you cut off the head to like get the whole length of the horn, or are you fine with what you? Okay, then yeah, you successfully cut off the head, then you meticulously like remove the horns perfectly.
Hey, look, Minotaur head, good soup bowl.
That reminds me of that episode where Family Guy with Peter found the skull from like native remains. Peter, are you peeing in that skull? No, I'm going all the way to the bathroom and doing it there.
I wonder if his name was Philip.
All right. After he does that, do the rest of you want to do anything?
Well, I mean, he's dead. That only leaves one option. Rifle through his pockets for loose change.
All right, roll investigation. What about the rest of you?
I'm taking his hooves.
She wants
slide.
I had a question.
Roll sleight of hand, Mammon, and what's your question, Zortel?
What weapon does he have?
I believe it was a great axe, wasn't it?
He didn't have any weapons. He just struck with his fists.
Well,
I rolled a 20. Dirty 20.
You successfully cut off his hooves.
I'm gonna turn these into shoes.
Yeah, Zarko,
You said an investigation?
Yeah.
17.
You find a bunch of picked clean bones of various things. But yeah, Zartel, he did not have a weapon on him. He fought with his fists.
He got you with the horns because you messed with the bull.
Well, then there's the only thing I was going to look for.
Which is, or do you mean that's the only thing we're going to look for?
Yeah, if he had like a great axe or something, I was going to take it.
Nope. All right. Well, if that's the end, Sorelzi, who's breathing a little hard from another near-death experience, picks herself up and just goes, "Okay. Can we now please be on our way and get to the capital of New Galifar? Please."
Don't blame us. Things keep getting on our way.
All right. The four of you set out. We are now going to cut back to Olimar, Dr. Chilzur, Pandora, and Mibrith. Following your last moment where you knocked out a couple guards, killed one, and Dimva managed to shut off a machine from exploding. Silence hangs in the air for a moment, broken by your heavy breathing, the echo of combat fading from the foundry. The prisoners, in various states of emaciation, ragged and bruised, look at you all wide-eyed, just in stunned belief. The dim, flickering lights around the place cast long shadows across the room, making their gaunt faces appear even more drawn and hollow. At first, there's only stunned silence. Then, one prisoner, an older goblin with graying hair and dirty hands, steps from a side of the room, and his voice is rough, as if he's unused to speaking, but he goes, You did it! You actually did it! Another prisoner, a young woman with dirty clothes, pushes forward, her hands trembling, and she's like, They're dead. They're actually dead. You did it? And I remember begins to ripple through the other prisoners. As this is happening, what do you guys do?
I'm going to find the 4 healthiest looking people, the ones that look like they're actually capable of fighting.
Uh-huh.
On the biggest of them all, I'm going to cast Greater Restoration to where his body returns to how it should. How it was before he became emaciated and in here.
Alright, I'm going to say, if you're going to be healing these people, roll a medicine check.
For spells? Or just to see if I can find, who I'm looking for?
Oh, I'm sorry. You're just looking for the ones who look the healthiest?
Yeah, basically I'm just trying to find some that don't look like they're skeletons wrapped in what should be human or flesh of their race.
I would say, God, what would this be? I guess this would be medicine. Would you be checking people as you're walking around to see who's?
I'm basically looking to try to find the healthiest looking ones. And
Yeah,
as far as medicine checks go,
for this, just in general, roll a medicine check.
24.
Okay. The healthiest ones are the elderly goblin, a younger female than the one who spoke, a younger human female than the one who spoke, a somewhat lightly bruised Goliath, and a male elf with a ragged beard.
Yeah, I'm basically casting restoration and cure spells on them to where they can lead the others out, to where they actually have the ability to fight. So any of the restoration spells that I have and or cure spells that I have are being used on them.
Okay.
And this is going to take a while because in the, with this being 5th edition and cantrips being an unlimited use, and this guy apparently having cure minor wounds, which only gives them 1 hit point, I'm going to continue using this spell until they all look nice and revivified. To where all of them can get out safely.
Alright, Olimar, as you're doing this... as Olimar's doing this, what do the rest of you do?
Let me see here.
I guess I'll just rummage through the guards, I guess.
Let me take a look at the map real quick.
Roll investigation, Mebrith. You remember what the map looked like, right, Chilzur?
Yeah, I've got it pulled up on the channel.
Alright.
So we were fighting around the big old boiler.
Yeah, right where that, right in the area where the door is. That door on the side.
Mm-hmm.
15.
You find some healing potions. You find some regular healing potions. Some provisions. You can also find their weapons.
No, I just want their healing potions. How many did I get?
2. Oh, you also find their coins, which accumulates to 20 silver and 10 copper.
10 silver and how many copper?
20 silver, 10 copper.
I want to go investigate around the big old foundry-looking thing and see if there's anything of interest in there.
You'll have to be more specific. What big old foundry thing?
On the map, it's glowing.
That's on the way on the other side of the room, and you don't know if there are guards there, do you?
I don't, I suppose. I figured we had gotten all of them on the way through.
No, you only fought 3. Because remember, the rest were intimidated.
So
the rest were intimidated by Olimar's new skin job.
Oh yeah. Then he's.
Do you want to?
Sorry,
check?
I'm gonna just go check anyway.
Did I get regular healing potions, or did I get like a greater superior? Regular? All right. Yeah. And 2?
Yeah, only 2. Chilzur, do you want to check those crates in that room on the side instead, or do you want to?
Sure, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. I'm just looking to see what they're making in here, because if it proves useful in getting everyone out, then sure.
All right, roll investigation.
Okay, let me just investigation. Oh, that's 18 plus 7 is that's a 25 total.
You find pretty much in those crates are various weaponry. Clearly, that displays that. It almost gives off the impression that these guys are preparing. These Dragonborn, Kobold, and Lizard folk, they're preparing for a war.
I wonder. This is the only foundry they have in this base, correct?
You don't know that.
I don't know that, but inventory. Let me or what can I do?
This is gonna sound kind of weird, but I'm gonna look along the walls and look for like maps or like diagrams of something.
Roll investigation.
I've got something else I want to potentially
22.
do, but I'm gonna wait until she's done.
How much?
22.
You don't find any maps or anything like that.
Last question regarding the contents of the weapon crates. Is it any type of weapon in specific? Or just generally like swords and...
Well, there's also armor, there's also like metal for what looks to be for machines or stuff, you know?
Okay, nothing hypothetically explosive.
I mean, yeah, you might find 1 or 2 grenades in there.
My idea was to sabotage the weapon store as we leave. But
I mean, you never know. Maybe something will happen that will sabotage. But it's up to you. Whatever you want to do.
Before we sabotage the weapons that are already made.
So I got some things to also go over first, but okay.
Before we sabotage the weapons, let's give them to the people trying to get the hell out of here.
Okay, that's fair.
We're going to outfit all of the prisoners here with the weapons and armor that can fit them and that they can use. Then we can sabotage the foundry itself.
Okay, but before we get too much into that, let me just explain some things first, because there is other shit happening around you guys.
Okay.
I don't want you guys to get too far ahead.
I want to blow the building up. Pipe bomb in my mailbox?
You skip ahead and then, like, out of nowhere, there's, like, Cthulhu, like, wait, when did you get here? Well, maybe if you guys waited and let me explain.
Nope, doesn't matter. This building's exploding. Cthulhu can watch.
So as you all are doing this, Olimar stealing the prisoners, Mibrif looting the guards, Chilzur taking the contents of the crates. The workers, still trembling, do feel like they're now looking more hopeful. They begin to gather together at the crates. I'm assuming Olimar, I'm assuming you guys are going to start taking out weapons to give to them.
Well, I mean, I'm going to start taking out weapons and letting them choose things they're comfortable with, yes.
Okay, as they're doing that, do you also look over any of the others that look injured?
Well, I mean, my thing was however long it takes, I'm using my Cure Minor since it doesn't run out of spell slots to basically fix everybody.
All right. Okay. You kneel down and start treating any of the more seriously injured ones that come to you, offering healing words on your wounds and everything to ease their suffering. The atmosphere is starting to feel a little relieved. Honestly, it seems to be these guys are finally getting their first taste of freedom. Then, without warning, from the location, do you guys see that little part of the room that leads from the boiler to the rest of the room? If you walk,
I'm assuming the boiler's the mechanical looking thing on the left side of the map.
Yeah, you walk down, go
Right.
down. From there, without warning, the ground slightly shakes with the sound of heavy approaching footsteps. The air seems to grow heavier as a massive shadow looms across the chamber as more footsteps seem to join them. Then, approaching from the other side of the room, the workers fall still as they all start to get nervous and many back away and everything, trying to hide. Emerging from the other side of the room, a hulking, swoboled guard steps into view, towering over a majority of the prisoners and even you guys. Its scales dark and glimmering in the dim light, and you see he's holding a massive what seems to be a massive hammer. It's Dimva's. As you guys remember, it is a magical weapon that lets out explosions when it hits the ground. And you see what looks to be the furnace in the hammer pulsing with an eerie glow. And with the kobold are several other dragonborn kobolds and lizard folk. And the swobold's eye is filled with cruel determination, locks onto you guys and the free workers, and its lips curl into a sneer. You've made a big mistake. The other guards, smaller but no less menacing, emerge from behind it, weapons drawn and ready, their movements tense with aggression. The kobold raises Dimvud's hammer, letting the energy in it pulse, as if daring any of you to make the first move. You see the rest of the workers take an instinctive step back, fear written all over their faces as they huddle together, looking to you guys for guidance. Before anything can be done, the kobold speaks again. This ends now. You think you can cause a mess and walk away? You are nothing but inferior species in the eyes of our leader. The rest of these workers will return to their labor, while you all will face the consequences.
But what if we say no? Yes?
The hammer begins to grow brighter.
Does a 19 hit him?
Hang on, give me a sec first. And the other guards are poised to fight. Their eyes flicker between the players and the workers. Waiting for the slightest provocation. Alright, 19, yes, it does hit him.
Okay. I'm using Divine Imminence, putting a 4th level spell into it, so it will do 6d6 damage. Mm-hmm. And I'm throwing my mace at his face.
Alright. Wait, did you roll to hit or did you roll... Oh, yeah, wait, 19, that does it, yeah.
He'll take 32 points of radiant damage.
It smacks into his face, knocking him back, to the other guard's shock, and even all the prisoners are just like... everyone, at this point, the atmosphere is real fucking tense. The kobold, actually takes a few steps back, and it actually chuckles, and you see him reach up to his mouth and rip out a tooth before tossing it to the side.
Good. Now that I have your attention, you'll notice you're not the only armed people in this room. All of the slaves that you mentioned now have armor and weapons that you've so graciously let them make. So, they can also fight.
The kobold chuckles, the swobold chuckles, and he's like, I'll admit, you do some damage. I'll admit, you can do some damage, cleric. So I'm actually looking forward to this. It's been a while since me and the boys have had a sporting chance. Just having to sit around and wait for the big news to come. So I can assure you...
What's great is
you want to go?
What's great is, by the time this is over, you look big enough to wear.
I mean, Nibrith, at this point, you're really starting to get concerned for Olimar, your co-worker, because he used to be a doctor who cared for patients and was never this rough, so you're actually starting to get very worried for him.
Olimar, I'm going to talk with you later.
In the meantime, I love the enthusiasm, but we're going to need to talk on your ethics.
In the meantime, I'm turning my bow staff into an actual bow and draw an arrow, getting ready.
The Swollbald just goes, well, things are about to get very difficult for both sides. And of course, there ain't no chance for a bargain here. So, put on a good show, please. And, the tension, okay, at this point, like, everyone is, like, tension is clear. Like, Mibrith has her bow. Olimar, you threw your mace, so I don't know if you'll probably use your magic. Chilzur, you know a fight is coming. Do you get ready or anything? Do you, like, have your
I'm going to preemptively make a heckin', where is it? I know I have it in.
You already have your Protector Eldritch Cannon, don't you?
Oh yeah, I do have the Protector. I had that last time. Let's see here. I think I'm just gonna, like, ready a crossbow. Just in case. I'm just gonna ready my crossbow, so yeah.
The tension in the room grows thick. The air is charged with anticipation. The workers hold their breath, unsure of what will come next. And you guys can see fear in their eyes, but also some of them do look determined because they are also lifting up weapons too. It's clear that while some are afraid, they're not gonna stick around to keep being tortured anymore, so they're ready to fight. The Swollbald raises Dimva's hammer, its eyes locking onto you all with... I'm gonna say also at this point Dimva has joined you guys. The kobold raises Dimva's hammer, its eyes locking onto you all with cold fury. Alright then, let's get started. And then the ceiling above you all gives way. And landing on a couple of unfortunate guards is a black guard drake with a dazed and confused Parma on top, an inebriated O'Malley, a very confused looking Kupari, and as the lizard guard, as one of the lizard folk guards tries to sit up, a giant turtle shell falls on top of him. Ow!
And the friends, they arrive, yes?
So yeah, pretty much, Olimar and his team has now pretty much landed in front of all you guys.
How did you guys get here?
Matter of fact, I think the better question is, how did we get here?
Well, see, you fell from the ceiling.
We walked here. Gravity, friends to all, yes.
Except for the people that floor landed on, yes.
How? Parma's just stunned, basically.
Okay, well, first we were running from some guards, then we ended up coming into a place up above, and then we're really looking where we're going, and then we fell, and I think O'Malley just passed out. Did we interrupt something?
You are welcome to help finish.
At this point, the Swollbald's just like, okay. Anyway, enough of this. And he's about to hold up the hammer to bring it down, but suddenly someone tries to grab at his arm, and you guys see the female prisoner who spoke up before, like, defiantly grabbing his arm. And with a snort, he just backhands her and sends her flying. And at that point, two of the guards, start approaching you all. Yeah, that's right. The fight's over. But then Olimar, the Goliath you healed, suddenly grabs two of the guards and docks them together. And he's like, no, it ain't. You got a problem with them? You got a problem with me. And then pretty much all hell breaks loose. And the best way to describe what happens next is by showing you guys this. You guys are going to want to take a look.
Uh-oh. Is that... Wait, that's... I thought for a half second that was motherfucking Kratos. I saw the pale face and the red marking, and I'm like, oh boy, it's got a book.
That's valid.
All right. So pretty much how it pretty much goes down similar to this. And this is what happens next. So this is pretty much happening all around you guys.
Okay.
So how do you guys react to this?
I think now would be a good time to run out of here.
I have to agree with you.
Yeah, we need to get out now.
So, all right. Go. So you got again. The option is you guys. If you guys want to fight or if you guys want to run, the option is yours.
Do we want to? Okay, I was gonna be like, do we want to try and get Dimva's hammer back? But
I mean, we could, but I am not in top health at the moment.
Fair enough.
You guys go. I have unfinished business to take care of.
You know what? I'll stick with whoever's staying because I've got the protector Eldritch Cannon, so I can kind of keep people topped up.
All right, if you say so.
I foresee bad choices lead to good stories. So you know what? I don't care.
So okay,
I guess that's fair.
Okay. Show of hands. Who's leaving?
Parma will leave because she doesn't want to fight, and she wants to take like O'Malley and who the fuck else is with Parma? I always forget the other two. Okay, Parma wants to take Barry and the guard Drake and Ellie with her.
Yeah,
Kupari, you're gonna leave too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then you're coming with me as well.
Yeah.
All right, Chilzur, are you sure you want to stick around?
All right.
You know what? I'm here. I'm here with I'm with the guy who's got unfinished business. I think it's gonna be fun.
As you say that, your protector Eldritch Cannon gets punted by one of the bigger guards.
Well, shit. You know what? I can make a new one.
Well, you're gonna want to change. You might be changing your mind with what comes next because as you start to hear more guards approaching from above and more prisoners are fighting. Like you also hear fighting from down below because there's another floor below you guys. Out of nowhere, you hear a roar, and followed by a lot of screaming as something like emerges from the tunnel up above and lands on top of the boiler. And Parma, you, Barry, and Kupari look up, horrified, to see the young blue dragon who was chasing Kupari earlier on top of the fucking boiler.
Everyone out now.
I'm leaving now.
We gotta get out
Trust
now.
me, you're not gonna want to see this. That thing has been chasing me for who knows how long at this point. We gotta get out now.
It will. No disagreement. Time to leave.
I'm not leaving. I'm staying. I will follow you. It's like that. It's like let me see if I can find it.
Wait. I know the perfect. wait. I've got a good one. So,
why should we follow you? We will follow you.
We will follow you, big lizard.
So,
big lizard, time to leave.
The roll I just sent you with the timestamp to prove that it was in fact the roll that I got. I'm using those numbers to 1, kick the giant kobold in his dick, and 2, steal the hammer.
Well, you're gonna try to run towards them. So with guys, he just said it to me. With 2 nat 20s, you guys see Olimar run over to the kobold and knee him in the dick, and then try to dogpile him with Dimva and try to wrestle the hammer from his grip.
Get the bonk stick, friends. Yes. We will need later.
At this point, are the rest of you gonna just run?
Yep.
Yep, I'm running.
I'm gonna run towards the big Swolbog and try and help these two morons.
I'm pretty sure I got the hammer. He can roll to defend,
He
but
got
the
20. He got the hammer out of his grip.
And at that point, I'm running away.
I'm probably just going to dip with the rest of the people who are leaving at this point, because I'm not here to fight it right in.
Also, at this point, there's so much fighting going on, you're going to have to make a lot of rolls to get to them.
Okay,
I mean, I'm
fine,
running once I get this hammer, so I'm joining you guys.
Alright, screw my idea then. I'll just forget it. I'll wait for
Alright.
I'll leave with the rest.
Go. Let's get out of here.
Mibrith, Barry, Chilzur, Kupari, Parma, and the Guardrake, you guys need to all roll stealth checks.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
Where's my D20? That's my
One of the
D20.
things I'm good at, surprisingly, even though I'm half horse.
I've got +6.
As they're doing that, Olimar, do you toss the hammer to Dimva?
No, I'm going to keep it and cast Sanctuary on myself.
So you're not giving her hammer that you got for her, okay?
Until we get to safety, no.
It's my hammer now, bitch.
Dude, do you let her join you as you cast Sanctuary around you?
I mean, I can only cast it on a target, so.
Alright, then as you're doing that, roll stealth too. And Deva's gonna roll stealth as well. Can I get my fucking hammer back?
So the reason I cast Sanctuary is nothing can attack me unless they pass a Wisdom saving check.
But put it in group checks, everyone.
Group check? Okay, I put in saving throw. I'll just... There we go.
Alright. And if anyone hears meowing in the background, I locked Midnight out of the room because I'm not going to have her interrupt this.
Oh, but it's a cat. They just want to play.
Hey, I gotta focus. She keeps trying to get my attention. Damn, Dimva got a 19. The Guardrake got a... And Barry got a... Let me see. Hey, not too bad. Alright, with those stealth checks, you guys slowly start making your way out of the room amidst all the fighting. The Guardrake, while he's carrying you and O'Malley Parma, a spear from out of nowhere hits him in the side. And he lets out like a roar of pain.
Oh, fuck. Are you okay? Parma whispers, like, frantically as she just, like, goes behind the Guardrake. Not behind, like, she jumps off the Guardrake and quickly tries to check on him.
Yeah. Alright, well, okay, as you guys keep doing that, as you're doing that, like, so are you checking the wound as you keep moving?
Yeah.
Alright, roll a medicine check.
Yeah, sure, hold on. But I rolled a 17 when it comes to the medicine check.
Okay, do you instead want to just tear off a piece of your clothing and patch up the wound?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, alright, you patch up the wound. You manage to, like, take out the spear with a little bit of difficulty, but you pull it out and you patch up the wound as best you can. Of course, you can't administer you can't administer medicine or anything right now, given much the shit that's happening.
Yeah.
As you guys are about to sneak out of the room, that's when the young blue dragon sees you again, Kupari.
Shoot. She tries to book for it.
Olimar, Dimva is going to roll a strength to get the hammer from your grasp.
Alright, if they're going to grab it for me, go ahead.
Oh, they can't take it? Oh, she can take it? She takes the hammer, and she tells you all, to run, ladies, run! And you see her jump over the railing and powering up the hammer as she jumps towards the boiler.
Got no arguments from me.
And as she brings... You guys, seeing what she's doing, I'll start running out the exit, and As she makes contact with the boiler, I need you all to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh shit, bro, that's crazy.
Oh, they did the same thing I was going to do, only I was going to throw it.
Saving throw. What in saving throws? I'm gonna
I want to be
do.
clear. When Dimpa says she jumped towards the boiler, she actually didn't jump over the railing down to the floor below. She actually jumped over so she could throw it easier. She pulls herself back up after throwing the hammer.
Looks like me and Kupari are the same. We both got a 27 with a nat 20.
Alright, did everyone roll?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Alright. Time slows to a... time seems to slow as Dimba's furnace hammer flies toward the boiler that the blue dragonborn is nestled on, as it looks like the dragonborn is about to let out its breath. The hammer crashes into the boiler with a deafening clang, sending a shockwave of force and fire reverberating through the chamber. For Heartbeat, there's a tense silence, then a low, grinding groan. In an instant, the boiler creaks, its metal frame shuddering. The air begins to hum with releasing energy, and a deep resonating whir fills the room, like the sound of a great beast waking. A violent burst of steam shoots from the pipes, hissing like an enraged serpent, as the entire structure begins to tremble. Dimfa's face breaks into a grin as the cracks appear on the boiler. The air fills with a sharp crack, followed by a deafening roar of an explosion, and the boiler erupts in a shower of fiery sparks and scalding steam, sending shockwaves through the room and sending the guards in the hallway, the prisoners in the hallway, flying forward with such force. You all take 44 damage from it.
Even those who dodged?
Yeah, those who succeed take half.
What was the succeeding point?
14 and up.
Okay,
So
take half.
The only one who failed was Parma.
It was 44, so 22.
I still had those 9 temporary hit points from you, Dr. Chilzur. And that saved me.
Wait, no, wait, I didn't roll damage yet. Also, wait, Parma, when you leveled up, you got back to full health.
Yeah, I know. I literally just put in the 44 damage that you said.
I didn't roll it yet.
Didn't you just say we took 44 damage from something?
Yeah, the explosion that sent you guys flying. Let me roll what the damage is. The guard Dimva also failed too, since she got a 10. Okay.
Oh, you know what happened? We heard 4d4 and heard 44.
Oh no! I said 4d4 damage.
Oh my god.
I was like, wait a second. That sounds like something that could happen, because I know phonetic numbers. Because that's something you have to learn in the armed forces. So I'm like, wait a minute.
Yep.
Yeah, I know.
What do you mean roll damage?
I said 4d4 damage, not 44.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry.
It genuinely sounded like you said 44.
I'm
44.
I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. All right. Let me roll it. All right. Okay, the main damage that Parma and Dimva take is 11. The rest of you take 5 points of damage.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
I am so sorry.
No, it's all good.
Ow.
Like, you guys all get sent you guys all pretty much sent sprawling to the ground.
Will everyone be okay in there? Big explosion.
That I don't even know what to say. That was rough.
I have no clue how that happen. And wait, no, I have every. What the fuck am I saying? Never mind.
All right, I'm gonna say this. After you guys land in a heap, the air is pretty. You guys do hear a ringing in your ears because of that explosion. For a split second, like everything went white as like you guys were sent flying. The shockwave hit you guys all like a battering ram, slamming you guys off your feet and hurling you through the air like you were weightless, with your bodies twisting and turning uncomfortably. And then, wham! You hit the ground hard, crashing into a heap of friends, allies, and maybe some enemies. For a moment, all you guys can pretty much do is groan, disoriented as the world spins in dizzy circles.
Is it over yet?
Magnificent explosion.
But Jim was just like, my finest work yet.
Parma just grabs onto something while holding her head, or at least grabs onto someone to help her balance.
If anyone needs to hurl, which I think Parma's about to do, go ahead.
Yeah, she does that. She fucking does that on top of. No, she does that on top of like one of like a random person, like a random enemy or something.
You were on top of the guard drink, so you throw up on him, and he's like,
no.
Child, stinky child.
The vomit. All right, fine. Instead of throwing up on the guard drink, you throw up on Chilzur's shoes.
That's a waste of good food.
So Chilzur, you got vomit on your shoes.
Don't like cleaning. New boots. I'm gonna need to find some new fucking boots.
Meanwhile, O'Malley's just sleeping silently, and he's like, "No, come back to bed, dear."
I'm gonna like.
The air is thick with dust and steam that clings to your skin. Like, you guys are pretty much covered in dust and stuff. You guys, like, put yourselves up, feeling a little bit of pain, but you manage it. Blinking through the haze as you focus. You guys are pretty, like, you're just pretty much, you're all tangled together, groaning and coughing, pushing yourselves up and trying to stand. As, like, some people are, like, freaking out in the background. Like, it looks like one guy might have lost an arm.
How damaged are my hind legs?
One of them does seem to have taken a heap of damage. It looks bent out of shape. But it does look but easy enough to fix. Like, it's not damaged because with your roll, it wasn't damaged too bad. Like, you could fix it up.
Okay.
Barry pokes his head out from his shell, covered in dust, like just spitting out like dust. And he's just like, well, that was certainly a bit more than I expected to deal with. And then he looks at the rest of you. All right, who's not dead? Sound off.
Who's not dead? Sound off.
Yeah, I know.
You require new shoes, friend. The child has lost their lunch in them.
What?
Yeah.
You threw up on his shoes.
Oh, yeah. I'm also not a child. I'm just small.
I'm 16.
That's a child. That's barely an adult, actually.
Okay, this is like a genuine thing. I didn't know Parma was 16. This is like a genuine thing.
She looks like a 16-year-old girl.
How old is she exactly?
That will be revealed later, my friend.
Okay, cool.
Because she also doesn't know because of amnesia.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Wonderful. We love
but I'm just gonna
devices.
I mean, it's on your sheet. It's on your sheet.
It's not.
It's on the second page of your sheet.
Oh. Oh, okay. I guess I am so blind.
You're fine. You're good.
She is a child. She is in fact a child. What the fuck? I thought she was an adult.
All right.
I thought she was an adult.
On this week's episode, Parma has an existential crisis.
Tonight on bottom roll. Chilzur
Alright.
makes a thingamabob.
The area around you
O'Malley
guys.
goes to a pub, and Parma has an existential crisis.
The area around you guys is a chaotic mess. Like people are still picking themselves up. At this point, like you guys want to still, I would say at this point the raining has stopped and like the fogginess is clear, so you guys can see clearly now. If you guys look back at the video I was showing you real quick, pretty much all around the hallway and what you presume to be the other ones, this is what's happening. Yeah, pretty much that's what's going on throughout all the tunnels.
Get out of here.
Yeah, you guys pretty much see prisoners escaping, prisoners fighting with guards fighting back, like pretty much all kinds of stuff. I can tell you guys, whoever's in charge of this place, that Dragonborn who is in charge of this place that Kupari met, I can safely guarantee you, even though you haven't seen her yet, she is not fucking happy.
Now would be prudent time to leave, friends. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yes.
As you guys all pick yourselves up, your achy bodies up, you guys which way do you guys want to go? Left or right?
Right.
Right makes right.
I'll go with the majority vote. I'm going with the majority vote.
I guess we're going right.
Alright, as you guys take off down the right hallway, not a moment too soon, because you swear you could hear a dragon roar from that blown up room. I don't think the blue dragon is dead.
Well, time to go faster. Gotta go.
Is it not happy? Leave we must. Yes.
Alright, Kupari, do you want to take charge and lead them out? Because you did find your way in here, so you do remember the path on the way out. Alright, I want you all to again roll stealth. All of you to roll stealth again, because while havoc is happening throughout all the tunnels, at this point I'm also going to say that some of the prisoners made it back to the cells and released any of the other prisoners, so more have joined. Because you don't want to draw attention to yourselves as you're breaking out, I want you all to re-roll stealth.
Me too.
Okay.
Yeah, all of you. So,
okay.
By the way, what did you guys think of that prison break example I showed you?
It is indeed Star Wars: The Clone Wars.
I know, but what did you think of it if that's what was happening around you?
We thought Kratos jumped in for a second.
I saw the first frame of the thumbnail, and I'm just like, so is Kratos here? Do we just have a god killer just wandering around?
Zeus, your son has returned! I bring the destruction of Olympus!
Zeus, your fit ain't it. I'm here to destroy it.
Wait, no. Wait, no. Like Parma runs into Kratos, and Kratos just goes, "Boy."
19. Okay, that's okay. This is in group check? Yes?
Yep.
Yes.
As you guys are seeking your way out through the place, like, you retread your steps, like, you pass by the armory again, you pass by, the places to other locations, like the spa, the fight pit where Parma's group came from. Along the way, Pandora, who's the stealthiest of you all, kills guards who almost spots you. So she is inadvertently leaving a body trail for people to follow.
The secret friend helps.
Alright. The room is filled. The hallways are filled with the faint smell of smoke and the distant sound of rumbling and fighting. The aftermath of the explosion echoing from the halls. The workers, disoriented and battered, are fighting back throughout this makeshift organization, while you guys are making your way through the halls as well. In the midst of a chaos, As you guys near the exit where Kupari came from, which leads to that wide open area where the Dragonborn, Lizardfolk, and Kobolds would meet outside, you near the entrance for that, you all come to a stop and peer over as you see a bunch of them outside, and talking to them all is a dangerous looking female dragonborn. Her scales faintly glowing like storm clouds, and she does not sound happy. With a cold, controlled voice that actually kind of sends a shiver down some of your spines, she just says like, "This is unacceptable. An utter failure from all of you. Do you have any idea what this will cost us? What has been allowed to happen?" Like, you see, like, step forward, like, towering over, like, the nearest guards who, like, are all, like, they do look scared as shit. You were all supposed to maintain order to ensure nothing got past us. Kupari is gone. Those amnesiac survivors, gone. The foundry, in ruins! A single explosion from a handful of idiots has thrown us all into disarray. What do you have to say for yourselves? Like, pretty much at this point, the guys are all stammering, like, they don't know what to say, and she's just like, "No more excuses! I want every worker who's raised a hand against us rounded up. I want those survivors found, dragged back here alive, so I can remind them who controls this place. If they resist..." She pauses. She seems to pause for a moment, and with one quick stroke, she actually decapitates a swobold with the swing of her great axe. I think you all get the picture. I want no further delays. Rally every guard, every resource, and hunt them down. I don't care if you have to turn this entire place upside down. We will regain control. I will not let my goals be diminished by a group of amnesiac idiots. You will make this right. And if any of you think about disobeying, remember who holds the power here. I built this clan from the ground up, raised it from nothing, and I will not let it be burned in the ashes of failure. We will bring order back to this clan, or you will all answer to me. And with that, she turns to face the hallway that you guys are hiding in. Now follow me and fix this mess. If you fail me again, you will have wished you'd never been born. How do you all react to that?
Bari is shaking a little bit in fear.
I'm staying as still and as quiet as I possibly can.
I agree.
Parma is just scared stiff.
Was that so? I actually took the time to. I actually wrote that out before we started playing, like, because I wanted her to have an intimidating speech. What did you guys think? Was it good enough?
That was good.
Really good.
Yeah.
Thank you. When I was writing her, I realized how because she hates every other species of the Dragonborn, she might come off as racist, and I did not want to put that in the speech because I'm just like, okay, let's not go that far. But yeah. All right. I'm gonna say with the stuff for you, because you guys have made it out so far, that she walks by you without seeing you guys. But I'm gonna say this: after that speech, most of you are actually really intimidated by her.
Mm-hmm.
So when she and her like makeshift guards pass, what do the rest of you want to do?
Leave.
Yeah.
Leave? Yeah, like the Patrick.
Yeah, we gotta leave. We gotta book it.
All right.
Pull Patrick Star. Let's leave.
Take Bikini Bottom and push it.
What are the guards carrying with them?
Say that again. Say it again, Omar.
What are the guards carrying with them? Like weapon-wise?
Swords, glaives, spears, axes, maces. One or two one or two does have what looks to be a rifle.
Sleight of hand of 19 to steal one of the rifles off them without them noticing.
All right, let me roll their perception. Ooh, you're lucky. They got an 18.
They're also missing a weapon.
So they're just marching with thinking they're holding their weapon, but they're not.
They're holding a stick.
All right, as you guys.
So you said it was a rifle?
Yeah.
Okay.
While calming down for like a minute, like taking a quick second to breathe, Parma just grabs O'Malley and also the guard drake, and she looks over at Barry and is like, "We gotta get out because this place is clearly not safe, and we gotta get everyone else out too."
All right, when you guys get to the entrance of the outside of the mountain, like the entrance out of the main tunnel, this is because I could not find a good example of like this big open area. Like I was imagining like the open area of like outside of a mountain, like surrounded by walls, but I couldn't find a battle map that perfectly represented that. So I found this one instead. It's pretty much like what the outside of it looks outside of the entrance looks like. Like you pretty much find this. Like okay, you guys see that? You guys see that stone at the top next to that bush or tree?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much that's pretty much where you guys came out of. So the outside kind of looks like this.
Okay.
I will say there are guards, but not a lot. Mostly in the distance, watching the walls and for any like anyone trying to sneak out or get in. But they're not. There are very few. Like, and they are a distance away, so they don't. So you're good for now.
Hey.
I could try and snipe one.
I mean, it's up to you. If anyone has any other ideas they want to share, go ahead.
Distraction spell.
Distraction. Wow. Oh.
Distraction dance. Do.
Wait. Okay, hold on. Does anyone have?
I was going to say we could put it to a vote.
Clothing. I have an idea. There isn't a whole lot that says specific. It says specifically, like, when I create an Eldritch Cannon, it says small or tiny, but it doesn't necessarily distinguish the shape. So the idea was that I could make a tiny Eldritch Cannon that we make out of, like, a makeshift scarecrow, and we just make it walk off the cliff, and that can be the distraction.
You guys aren't on a cliff. You guys are on the ground floor.
Okay. Ground. Yeah.
All right, so let's put it to a vote. Either a distraction or I snipe one of them.
Why not both?
That could have worked.
Distract and then snipe to give me a guaranteed sneak attack.
If I recall, doesn't the arcane bow staff do electrical damage, or am I wrong?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
It does force damage.
Because I know it shoots like energy bows. I was trying to remember if they were like shocking or not.
No, I think it's just straight force.
It is forced. So I have a dumb idea, and it's going to cause a distraction.
I'm listening.
You guys hide. I'm going to cast Sanctuary on myself, and I'm going to walk out there and go, "Oh, hot."
Okay. That's all right.
Sure.
So we've got Mibrith's sniper plan. We've got Tate's whatever idea he has planned for this. Anyone else got any plans?
We can still go with the RK cannon scarecrow distraction plan for me to snipe.
So you make the scarecrow. Put the grenades on the scarecrow. I am going to cast Sanctuary on the scarecrow, so if they go to attack it, they have to make a wisdom save throw. If they can't pass it, they can't attack the scarecrow. And then she shoots it.
Okay. Now, I do have to say, there's a limit. So basically the idea is that the Eldritch Cannon would take the form of the mechanism that allows its mobility.
Mm-hmm.
And so we would need, like, if anyone has, like, a spare set of armor or something that we can use, or, like, a spare set of clothes that we can just sort of make it with.
I have a spare set.
I still have lizard folk skin.
I mean, I got.
Let's combine the two. Why not?
I mean, I got a spare blanket in my shell. I could probably make it into like a cloak or a cape.
Let's do it.
Let's do this.
Anyone else want to add anything to the
To make
scarecrow?
yes.
Anyone else want to add anything to the scarecrow or?
Parma looks around for like little rocks to make into like cat ears for fun.
Rocks. All right.
Why not?
All right. No,
or maybe twigs.
All
like anything that can make it look like cat ears, because that'd just be so cute.
All right. You know what? Before you make the scarecrow, Parma, roll investigation. Let's see what you find.
Okay. Oh, this is gonna be so goofy. Fuck! I got a 7. Let me see if I have any like modifiers for investigation.
Anyone want to give?
Nope, I do not.
Anyone want to give her guidance or help her with this?
So I have a question.
I'm going to be busy actually making the thing, so
I'll help.
All right, Kupari, roll investigation. What were you going to say?
Right.
What were you going to say, Elmore?
How far away are the guards?
I would say from where you are, the closest one is 30 feet.
Which also means that you might want to try and hide while you do this, because just looking around and searching for things is kind of noisy.
Good point.
Just a little piece of advice.
I didn't do much better. I got a 6.
Oh my god. You guys, as you guys are looking for something, you guys accidentally knock a couple stones down, like the little ramp, but it doesn't seem to, the guards don't seem to hear it. So, do you want to just, Palmer, do you want to just grab random shit and just put it on the thing as
Yes.
Alright, go ahead. It's not gonna...
Yeah, I'm gonna grab random shit and just make it, like, have cat ears regardless.
I'm gonna say, because of that field investigation, they're not gonna look like good at cat ears.
Yeah, that's fine. It's to be expected.
They look more like dog ears?
That works. It's still cute. Dogs are still cute.
Alright, well, what are we gonna call this guy?
Does he need name? His goal in life is to blow up, yes?
Alright then, we'll just call him Macguffin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, so with the plan in motion... Okay, wait, before you guys send the scarecrow out, what are you gonna do once that thing... what are you gonna do once that thing blows up? Are you guys going to make a run for it? Are you guys gonna have your weapons ready, like, to get ready to fight your way out? What?
We're gonna run for it.
Sniping shot.
Yeah, I think run for it is probably the best issue. The best course of action.
Alright. Alright.
So I'm gonna get in place.
Now, I can have the thing walk 15 feet, which means I need to get at least close to 15 feet so that I can get him close to the first guy. So I think I'm gonna have to roll a stealth to get close there. Okay, that's 18 plus 6, that's 24.
Wait, 18. Wait, sorry, 24 for what? My mind drew a blank.
Stealth. Because, so, I can have the Eldritch Cannon walk it is... Let me just think here. Create Eldritch Cannon.
I believe they can go 30 feet.
They can move 15 feet.
Oh, okay.
So I need to get to at least 15 feet away from the... Or at least close enough that it can walk the 15 feet needed to get to the first guy.
And why were you rolling?
And so that's what I was rolling for. Stealth.
Okay.
Stealth, so I can actually get close enough.
Okay. Okay, I'll say that. That's pretty good.
Sister-in-law's calling.
Alright, as it's walking, are any of you going to put on a fake voice to draw all the guards' attention?
No, I just figured let it walk into their group and explode, and that should get their attention.
Okay, so Midbrief's gonna snipe it and then it explodes?
I'm also going to snipe at a different guy while she snipes the robot.
Okay, why specifically are you gonna snipe a guard? I'm just curious.
Because, I mean, if we're going to let a shot ring out, if she misses the robot, I can at least get one of them.
Alright, that's fair.
Also, run back.
All right, with the with the 24, I'm gonna say it gets out perfectly. But what are the rest of you gonna do? You all are gonna hide?
Yeah, I'm gonna hide.
All right, all of you roll stealth.
Okay.
Save for me because I've already done it.
Yeah.
Wait, does everyone include me?
Yeah. Because you may be a sniper, but you still need cover.
True.
19.
By the way, I'm gonna say outside.
22.
I'm gonna say how things look outside. It's like I'm gonna say pretty like late afternoon at this point.
I rolled a 22.
All right. All right. Everyone's in position. So, you guys. Give me a sec. All right. You guys all get into position, and Chilzur, you send the scarecrow out. With the sun close to setting, casting a warm golden light across the settlement, everything is pretty much quieted down, and the guards, of course, are on edge, making sure no one or thing is coming out or going to cause any more trouble for their leader. And it's a perfect moment for the plan to unfold. You guys are crouched behind bushes, rocks peeking out nervously, your breath held in anticipation. In front of them, your latest creation, the makeshift scarecrow eldritch cannon, stands awkwardly, its fake arms jutting out stiffly, various very odd-looking animal ears poking out from its head. It's more of a walking bundle of scrap and mishmashed parts than a well-oiled machine, in all honesty. And it's already making a series of odd clunks as the mechanical legs fumble from the mountain. It stumbles forward, its metal feet scraping noisily against the stone, as though it's learning to walk for the first time. Its head, mixed matched makeshift of scrap, lurches its way and wobbling as it tries to orient itself. You guys' hearts race as you watch from the hiding spot, especially Mibrith, whose bow staff is knocked and ready to fire. Is it supposed to walk that way? Barry whispers to you, Chilzur.
It will be fine. Yes?
It jerks forward, then pauses. There's a brief moment of silence before it suddenly turns 90 degrees to the left, then 90 degrees to the right. It seems unsure of what direction to go. You did tell it to go straight, right?
Yes.
The scarecrow, seemingly reacting to your words, does the exact opposite of what it hoped, and it shuffles forward and almost seems to lurch over. And it starts to try to regain its balance. It manages to right itself just as one of the guards starts to notice it.
Perfect plan is in place. Yes.
You see the guard take a tentative step forward, confused at the odd-looking thing in front of him.
Get a little closer.
Come on. The robot, clearly struggling with its programming, suddenly shifts its weight backward to take another step, but instead of moving forward, it takes a full 360-degree spin, and then it freezes, as though it's trying to figure out what happened. The guard pauses and almost seems to back away, but holds out his weapon and begins to slowly approach again. And
when he gets close,
as he's just a few steps away from it, the robot, still locked in place, well, the scarecrow still locked in place, slowly spasms, and it looks like one of its fake hands seems to rise in like what looks like a salute, but the mechanics are so janky that its hand goes straight up, slapping it. The flop sideways at slapping the guard as it flops sideways at an unnatural angle.
I'm gonna fire.
Wait, hang on.
The DM is doing math.
Never a good sign when the DM has to do math.
Alright. With a shaky breath, remember, if you release the arrow, the shot flies through the air with no sound whatsoever, and lands with perfect precision right in the middle of the Scarecrow's makeshift checks. The impact causes one grenade to go off, shutting off a chain reaction, and both grenades erupt into a massive explosion, a blinding flash of light followed by an ear-shattering boom that sends a couple of tiny shockwaves through the entire courtyard. The Scarecrow, now a flaming wreck, disintegrates in an instant, a whirlwind of sparks and debris flying in the air. The guard standing directly in front of it is blown backward with a violent thud, landing in a heap in the distance, his armor rattling and smoking from the bask. His armor is askew, his limbs twitching. You can't even tell if he's alive.
By the way, if the turret exploded, it also does damage.
Sorry, say that again.
The Scarecrow, because it was made from one of the turrets, right?
Yeah.
When the turret explodes, they also do whatever damage it deals in its force mode to whatever's in a 15-foot area. So not only did the grenades explode, but the turret also explodes, dealing more damage.
Wait. It was just a healer turret, right, Chilzur? Or did you make it?
I didn't really specify a type, but honestly, I wouldn't. Logically, there wouldn't have been any reason to do anything but the protector turret, seeing as there was no need for any offensive capability, as it was just a decoy.
If you would have made the force turret explode, it would have done the 3d8 damage as well.
Well, regardless, I don't think this guy is alive, so... At this point, the rest of the guards have noticed. The ones who are idly patrolling freeze, and they all immediately rush towards it, like confused. Rush towards the source of the explosion, confused as hell. If you listen carefully, you can hear one of them go, "What in God's name just happened?" And what do you all do?
Running.
Does a 19 hit that one?
I'm going to leave.
Does a 19 hurt? Does a 19 hurt that guard?
Yeah.
Yes.
He takes 19 points of damage as I crack off a shot with a rifle.
It hits him in the chest, and he almost flipping over, but he gets knocked off his feet from the thing, and he collapses in a heap, crying out in pain as he clutches. Where were you aiming?
Just chest.
He clutches his chest in pain. At that point, the rest of the guards immediately stop and look around for any snipers.
But yeah, I think it's time to go. Let's leave. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys break your stealth and start booking it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, as that happens, like, the guards shake off their confusion and start trying to rush at you, but there is some distance between you guys. The gate does appear closed, though, so what do you want to do? Do you want to try to charge your way through the gate, force it open, or maybe break open and break one of the walls?
Here's the question: how tall is the gate?
I would say, with how high the battlements are, maybe 20 to 30 feet.
Okay, nope. Forget my idea.
I wonder if I can make an unarmed strike to break it. Will that be possible?
How is it controlled? Is it controlled via the outside?
You don't know. You'd have to get a closer look at it.
Okay. As we approach, I'm going to prepare to just use the like spider leg backpack to just climb over the gate, and then see if I can open it from the other side.
I have a question. Do you know the shatter spell?
Shatter spell? I don't know the shatter spell. Let me just check my spell list. I do have acid splash though, so I could hypothetically just like spew acid at the lock. Or the locking mechanism to just allow it to open up.
Oh yeah, you're an artillerist, so Shatter is one of your second level spells that's given to you from your school. It affects 3d8 damage. If it is a stone, crystalline, metal, or wooden structure, it takes double that damage.
Ooh.
I see.
So it would take
I'll need to edit my spell list there.
Chilzur, do you want to do it then?
Sure, let's do it.
If it comes with if it actually is from your school and you automatically get it, I say go for it. But I mean, it's up to you.
Yeah, it's one of the spells that become.
I did most of like the updating my sheet, but for some reason I couldn't figure out how to add spells, so I need to figure out how to do that later.
That's why I say use a PDF, not D&D Beyond.
That's fair. But we can do that. Is it like a saving throw type thing, or do I need to like roll to hit?
It's a structure. It doesn't get a saving throw, so you roll 6d8.
I just roll 6d8. Okay.
How does this spell work? Does he fire like a projectile at it, or does he like just have to touch it?
A loud, thunderous clap is heard from the area. He targets a specific spot, and a 10-foot sphere in that particular spot takes damage. But since he's basically targeting a wooden wall, there's no save for it. However, it does make a very loud sound.
So he just focuses on what he wants to break, and it just breaks.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you can do it on creatures too, but they get a save.
Okay. So
I'm rolling.
What are you aiming for, Chilzur? Are you aiming for a wall or the main gate?
I'm just gonna aim for the gate.
All right.
The whole ass thing. Why not? Okay, that's 2, 5, 3. So that's 8, 9, 10. That's a 7, a 3. That's another 10 plus 2. So 20. Does that because it's a structure. So 44 damage.
So 44 damage total?
Yes.
So, and it's not 4d4, right?
Shut up.
All right.
It's 4d4, thank you very much.
Chilzur, focusing with your spell, you blast a hole through the gate to the shock of the guards who are the closest to it, and you guys barrel past them and out the door, and you make a beeline towards the woods.
Freedom.
All right, you guys are.
And as we make it in,
good.
As we make it into the woods, I'm going to do a turning diving shot at one of the guards on the tower.
All right, roll a hit.
I rolled a 17.
That hits.
The guard on the tower takes 19 points of damage.
He takes the damage and he gets knocked off his position on the tower. You guys, anyone who bothered to turn around and look, you see him falling, screaming off the tower, and he lands on the first guard who tries to step out after you guys.
How far up were the towers?
20 to 30 feet.
So he would take 2d6 more damage from falling.
All right.
I'll let you roll that.
Okay. 2d6 more damage. All right. He gets 8 more damage.
So yeah.
But with that, I'm going to say you guys...
27 total.
Still running, you guys make it all the way into the woods, and while you're not out of danger yet, you guys are home free of being in prison.
Hey, we're not out of the woods yet. We just got into them.
Say that again, Gordo.
I said we're not out of the woods yet. We just got into them.
Very funny. Incredible. Funny joke.
You guys have escaped the base.
Okay.
That's good.
Yay. I'd say we get just a little more further away just in case.
I'm going to say time passes, like maybe an hour or two, as you guys are still moving further and further into the woods. At this point, the sun has set. It is dark out. And as you guys get further and further into the woods, all of you make someone make a perception check. Actually, no.
I will.
Oh, first, you guys come to a stop, catching your breath. And, okay, Kabari's gonna make the perception check. As you guys are catching your breath, what do you all do? I'm gonna say Barry is just collapsed from exhaustion.
17.
I do the same.
I'm just gonna, take a breather.
Total.
24 total. Kupari, you spot what looks...
We roll for what?
Perception, I did it.
I also want to, perception.
Oh.
Kupari, in the distance, you spot what looks to be the glow of a fire.
Huh. Is it like how big is the fire?
You can't tell. You just spot it in the distance.
Joseph, out
that might be our way.
Yes.
That might be our way. Let's she wants to go towards the fire.
Barry picks himself back up. Fine, but this time I'm walking.
Mm-hmm.
Very well.
Parma is still
Chilzur
holding
is
on to
tired, so
O'Malley,
he will
but now
use
she's
extra
like...
legs.
Go ahead, Parma.
Parma is still holding on to O'Malley, over her back. Because, yeah, it makes sense. But, she's also holding on... But she also has, an arm on the guard drake to guide it with her. To walk alongside Barry something.
I would say, to your surprise, you have noticed, after that encounter with that being in your mind, you do notice that not only do you feel calmer, you do feel stronger. A little, but not a lot. A little, but not a lot.
I noticed. I literally suggested, hey, why don't I do an unarmed strike? No one listened. It's okay.
No, I'm sorry. I was trying to focus. There was so much I was focusing on. I was trying to write down notes. I'm sorry. I did not hear it.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'll tell you what. Next time we run into trouble, you can have the first strike.
Okay, that works.
Hey, would you like
Parma is still holding...
God.
Parma is still holding on to O'Malley on her back, having one hand also on the back of the guard drake, and she literally guides the guard drake with her to walk alongside Barry, and she's like, yeah, I think we should get to that light. I have to agree with Kupari.
So you guys...
You're an unarmed fighter, right?
Yes.
Would it make more sense for O'Malley to be draped across the guard drake so that you're not holding something while trying to fight?
I mean, I also have I also have sickles as weapons.
True,
so, but my character's a monk.
True, but you would still have difficulty using them when you're holding someone in the other arm.
And they also have a chance of getting hit.
Also, the guard drake is currently injured, so and we can't really do much about it.
Injured on the side, but not enough that he can't walk. He can carry O'Malley for you if you want.
No, Parma is still offering to hold on to O'Malley anyways, regardless. And she still does anyways.
Meanwhile, Olamar's just still asleep. He's like, that's right, honey, get all the marmalade. I always wanted a daughter. All right, well, following Kupari, you guys eventually make it to a clearing in the woods, and I'm putting it in maps. And in the center of this clearing is a campfire.
I'm going to keep a sharp eye out and make sure that there's no one else around.
Well, it's funny, as you say that, though, when you finally get close enough to see the campfire, you see someone is resting beside it. If anyone wants to roll a perception check or investigation check to see who this being is.
15.
With a 15, you see it seems to be a female lizard folk.
I'm going to have my bow staff ready, kind of like a bat, and slowly approach. Who are you? What are you doing out here?
What do the rest of you do?
Kupari tries to warm herself up by the fire.
So you're just going to walk up to the fire with people sitting around it?
Oh, but she's just looks at it and is hopefully trying to warm herself up without being spotted or caught.
Okay, anyone else want to do anything?
Parma still stands close to Barry, unsure of everything.
I'm going to wait until someone makes contact and then judge after that.
Yeah, Barry has a hand on his great sword. Mibbrith, as you get close enough and you speak, you see that the lizard folk girl is asleep.
I slowly walk closer.
Before you can get within an inch of her, you suddenly hear what sounds to be the cocking of a gun, and as you look up ahead of you, coming from the woods are three figures: an orc, a gif, and two orcs and a gif. Tay and Zartel, you want to introduce yourselves to these guys?
I assume we see them.
Yes.
Okay. And yes, I have my revolver.
I have my axe.
As I see them, I'm gonna be like, so, what are you guys doing here?
We just escaped the lizard compound.
Oh, what a coincidence. We're here to rescue people who were trapped at the lizard's compound.
The female orc is like, wait, were we? No, we weren't. Weren't we escorting her? And she points out the female lizard folk to the capital of this kingdom.
Well, yeah, so she could help us find. I'm assuming them. Pulls out the paper from the elf who gave us the boat to come find them.
And you look at you. Maman looks at the paper and she's like, "Well, what do you know? A turtle." And she points into the row. She points at Barry, Kupari, Parma, O'Malley, and Chilzur. Well, what do you know? A turtle, a human girl, a Dampier, a copper dragonborn, and whatever the heck he is with the multiple eyes.
Chilzur takes offense to this, yes.
Wait, I've heard this. They all walk into a bar, right?
And that's where we ended. They are united! We have finally made contact!
Oh, finally.
Finally, after over a year!
after nearly 50 episodes.
Oh, damn. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had literally close to 50 episodes.
That is wild.
Hey, but worth it. Folks, Tate and Sojo have finally found the guys they're looking for. But will they trust? But who's to say these guys will trust these new mysterious guys who came out of the woods? Will they join forces or will they kill each other? And is there a difference?
I mean, I was hired to bring them across the ocean, so I'm not killing anybody.
Well, thank you all so much for tuning in. This is not the end of Chapter 4. Still one or two things left to do. But until then, we hope you enjoyed tonight's episode. This was a fun one. I'm glad you guys enjoyed all that RPing. That was actually really fun. And until next time, you all have a very good night.
Bye.
Good night.